Okay, so that was Robots from the Sky Part 4. I'm going to go ahead and say what I liked, what I didn't like, and then I'm going to give it a score. So starting with what I didn't like, um, let me think, really. Besides a few minor nitpicks, there wasn't really much I could say I could complain about. It would more or less just be, I really wish that they weren't limited to their 11-minute runtime. As I've said a million times before, it really does make the episode seem kind of rushed, even though they pretty much got everything they needed to get out of the way. It just seems like they have to get to point A to point B to point C, and all of those things need to be done super fast because 11 minutes is not a lot of time to get some story done. Like, for example, how immediately it seemed like they just went straight from I unfroze you, let's go back to Morristown. There was no time in between, like, say, a few episodes for them to build it up again and, you know, have it like Hypnobot decides to go back for revenge. It was just like instant. Like, I literally just got kicked off of a building, fell into ice, got unthawed in, like, let's say maybe less than a day, and all of a sudden I'm just gonna go straight back and continue my villainous escapade. I don't know. That kind of seemed a bit rushed, but obviously it's because they had the 11-minute runtime that it seems that's the case. That's a nitpick. That's not the writer's fault at all. It's just what they have to deal with. So that's the only negative I can really think of. Eggman really didn't serve much purpose if you really think about it, other than unthawing Hypnobot, which I guess was his main role in this story, because, like, he really didn't do much besides unthaw him. He was just there. Because if you think about it, Hypnobot had full control over everything, so I guess Eggman's appearance not really being needed per se, but hey, whatever, as long as it got, you know, it got the plot rolling. It also provided Hypnobot with more robots to use to take, or rather to attack, Morristown, so there was that. Let's see. As for things I liked that there were a lot of callbacks. I liked that there were a lot of course, being this being a four-parter, they were allowed to make callbacks to previous episodes, such as Sonic's leg being hurt, even though it didn't seem like it was affecting him that much until he got punched. But, like, yeah, he was still running, still spin dashing and doing everything. It didn't really seem like it was affecting him all that much, but I loved Styx and Robo-Styx's reaction, or rather their interactions together, because it's basically you're the robot version of her, yet you still have that same paranoid thing, but hers is in reverse, where she's like, you know, I'm a robot, I'd probably go corrupt and take over the world. You know, it's like, well, I like those interactions. That's really funny. Plus, I like the animations on her. She had like a little sassy head movement in there for some reason. I like that. What else? Knuckles saying he skipped, you know, who says I skipped leg day was a nice little callback for a lot of people who said the design of Knuckles is too, like, muscular and top heavy, so I like that callback. There's a lot of good action scenes in here. I like it a lot. I guess Og was left back down in the village. He was kind of did his thing and had to go, I guess. Is there anything else? I mean, I know a lot of people are not happy about Metal Sonic not showing up again, but, you know, and you think about it, he really didn't need to, because there was a Metal Sonic, a Robo Sonic, if you will. May not be the one we know and love, but it was still him. It was a version of the character, but good. So maybe I think I'll add that to the plus list. I like the robotic designs of of our main cast of characters. That was pretty interesting to see that. I thought they were, for a minute, I thought with enough runtime they might have gone the whole those things go evil route. Like, they'll hint at the end of this episode that, hey, maybe those guys, despite being unable to be hypnotized, maybe they could go evil. But I'm glad they kind of didn't do that route, so that's fine. Okay, I guess it's now time to judge and rate this thing. What will I give this? As an episode by itself, I like this one a lot. Probably my favorite of the 4 parts. I will give this one an 8.4 out of 10. As a whole, this whole Robots from the Sky part 1, 2, 3, and 4 together, now I can kind of look at them all at once. As a collective, pretty good. I would probably give the whole thing together a 8.2 out of 10. Because I'm trying to like think I'm averaging in like all the parts together, but if I did it the whole thing as like a 40-minute episode, about 11 minutes each, it's pretty decent. I think it'd still fall in the 8 out of 10 category for me. Not bad. Hypnobot being the main villain, more or less, of this thing was a surprise, and I liked where they went with it. So there's that. I guess Morristown is now a thing that exists in the Sonic Boomverse that's just gonna be up there in case they ever decide to visit the robot village in the sky. So there's that. We may even see the metal versions of the characters come back at a later date. We'll never know. But yeah, there's going to be more Season 2 episodes coming, so I guess we have to look forward to that. Tell me what you guys thought of this 4-parter. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Or did you just kind of feel meh about the whole thing? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already for more videos like this one. I'm going to go ahead and call this a complete success. Good job, writers. You did it. 4-parter. I wonder how many more multi-parters are going to be in Season 2, if any at all. Guess we'll have to wait and find out. No spoilers, please. Keep them out of the comments, if you will. That's it for me, guys. So stay tuned.
Team Sonic, may I present to you Team Cybonic?
Two-way twister, shaking up family tree.